The mountains are unpredictable. For any given summer, I make tentative trip plans more than half a year in advance, but these inevitably fall through due to unexpected mountain and weather conditions. When this happens, I have a lot of pre-planned trips that I am ready to pull the trigger on as a backup. But sometimes, not even these will work out nice, and I find myself doing something completely unexpected. In the summer of 2024, I found myself in one of these situations. After a shortened trip to the Beartooth Mountains at the start of August, Kayla and I had some time for a 2 to 3 day trip later that month. After stressing over weather and mountain conditions, we finally came to a decision. And so, on August 21st, 2024, year 5 of the COVID, Kayla and I headed out into the backcountry from the Belly River Trailhead in Glacier National Park, Montana. 10:25 a.m., August 21st, 2024, year 5 of the COVID. Kayla and I are at the Belly River Trailhead. And we're planning to do Mount Merritt over the next 2 days. So, should be interesting. Haven't been in this part of Glacier National Park before. So we'll see how it goes. I guess this is probably the trail. We are camping at, I think it's called the Mokawanis Junction right now. And I guess first stop is Belly River Ranger Station, 9.8 kilometers away. There is a possibility of rain later today, and that seems kind of legit. Had a significant downhill at the start. We're still going down. It's probably been a couple hundred meters, and that's just gonna mean we're gonna have to do more work tomorrow when we're at our most tired. Got some water, got a bit of rain. Should pick up later as we move closer towards the clouds. Got a nice meadow. Kind of windier out here though. Weather is unfortunate, but we have gone 3 miles in the first hour, so
it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Should be maybe a bit more than an hour until we get to the ranger station, which is our first kind of milestone, I guess, on the approach. This must be the Belly River, and we should be going into this valley here. I think this is the valley with Ptarmigan Tunnel and Elizabeth Lake. Been getting some good Saskatoons, and looks like we might have to go a bit more downhill, unfortunately. They've got a lot of Oregon grapes here. We have elected to not eat them because of the laxative properties being undesirable at this moment. Back beside the Belly River. Hard to see with the shrubs and whatnot. Nice sun, but still a lot of wind. Here is Gable Creek. Okay, so guess next place is Causey Lake Campground, 4.2 kilometers. Looks like we have gone 9.7 kilometers. Lots of wind right now.
like Causley Lake just over there. 1 kilometer to the Causley Lake campground. We might take a break there if we don't find a good place around here to do it first. At Causley Lake, I'm gonna take a lengthy break now so that we can just rest up and continue on into the valley. It's been about 4 hours now to get over. We're nearing the back end of Causley Lake, but still got a ways to go. This is Glenn's Lake coming into view, and it is a very long and I guess not too narrow lake. It's just very long. Heaviest rain we've got today so far. Not awful. Trail has too much overgrowth and lake's been getting soaked, which is not good. So we're just underneath some trees where it's dry and just waiting for rain to calm down or preferably stop. But this cloud looks pretty big, so I don't know if that'll happen. These plants are so freaking wet. My pants are gonna be completely soaked by the time we get to camp. This is ridiculous. So I think that's Mount Merritt there in the clouds. And we're supposed to go up to that saddle tomorrow somehow.
Just get on up there.
Made it to the campground and set up camp. There's a lot of bushes everywhere. Kind of sucks. And we have to hike through the bushes and get wet so that we can go eat food and get water and stuff, which is pretty awful.
Yeah.
Trips that you have not spent much time planning for will often be exciting. When I plan a trip, I usually have motivation behind planning it, an idea of what I want to get out of the experience. When I need to change trip plans to just find something I can do given bad conditions, what I expect to get out of the experience then becomes unknown, and this leaves room for both new experiences and old experiences that have fallen out of memory. In this case, it was the latter.
4:48 a.m. August 22nd, 2024, year 5 of the COVID, and Kayla and I are on our way to start Mount Merritt. Our feet, well, my feet are soaked still, and bushes are still a bit wet. Some of them are a bit frosty, so we'll see how this goes, I guess. Early morning water fill up, then we're gonna get going, a bit more trail, and then we'll start bushwhack. Hopefully a light comes out soon. Broke off from the trail, did some bushwhacking, and now we're finally out of the bushwhacking. Bushwhacking was roughly half an hour. Can't see Margaret Lake, but Mokawanis Lake is visible, and it is reflective. Pyramid Mountain also looks nice. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna start gaining elevation now that we aren't in the bush. Nice waterfall. Getting lighter out. Still a good reflection on Mokawanus Lake. Rock is getting pretty loose. Alpenglow has started, and we're doing a bit of side hilling. Views are good. You can now see Margaret Lake in there above the waterfall. Mokawanus Lake and the Alpenglow is still nice. Kind of found a trail, which makes me think we're going in the right direction. It's been a bit more than 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, 10 minutes since we started. And so far, the pace has not been great since we've had to fill up water and got a bit confused on where we're supposed to start the bushwhacking. But I'm hoping now that we have a bit better idea of where we are, that we're going to be able to move at a decent pace and hopefully make the summit in another 4 hours or so. This could end up being a very long day. Pyramid looks pretty cool. Beautiful day, way better than yesterday. Glens Lake is now visible at about 6,070 feet. Gone more than 300 meters up. And got about 4,000 feet left to go. We can now kind of see into the bowl, so hopefully we get out of these plants soon and we can start the elevation gain. Bush is a bit wet. My legs were starting to dry out, but now they're wet and my shoes are more wet than they were before. At long last, I'm out of the trees. Mount Merritt is on the right here, and there are 3 main gullies up there. We were supposed to take the right one to the Col. Kayla down here, getting through the last of the trees. Onto the rock. Scree is starting off pretty good, and hopefully this is going to allow us to gain elevation quickly. Glens Lake all the way down there with a nice reflection. Scree was doing pretty good, but then last 100 meters or so of side hill got really loose. Very annoying. Kayla making her way up. Very close to the gully now. The rock here is really bad, and my legs are starting to get sore from expending so much extra energy when you slide. We're basically at the gully now after 4.5 hours. We still have 25-50 feet to get to the summit, not to mention the elevation gain on the way back. Okay. Scrambling can finally begin. There's Kayla. Glens Lake, way more visible. Kayla going some more. I went up way to the right and then went across the ledge. Whatever you feel comfortable with, really. Algal Reef is just up there. Mount Merritt. Algal Reef looks super manageable to climb over there. At the Algal Reef now. And right here, it doesn't look super easy to climb. So we're gonna end up heading over Climbers Right to that obvious break that we saw earlier. Yeah, we are at nearly 8,000 feet, and that means we've got about 2,000 feet left, or a bit more than 600 meters. We're slowly making it. Above the algal reef is mainly scree, so a few ledges. Within 100 meters of the col now. Within 100 meters of the col. The views are good. We're getting out of the scree into more, I'm not gonna say solid rock, but larger, loose rock maybe. We're gonna try to go into this gully covered by yellow lichen. Hopefully it leads us to the col. It's supposed to. All right. Views are getting better, and we're at the last push to the col, I think. Beautiful day. Incredible scenery. Been 6 hours. Pretty long. Finally got hit by the sun. We're going this way. Ridge is, I guess, class 3-4. Continuing on from the col, game plan is go follow the ridge until we get to that steeper part up there, which apparently has a notch right before it. Then, the lake. Then we have to go climbers left of the ridge, closer to the glacier, until we can find a class 3 break in the cliff, and we go up there until we get to, I guess, that part above the cliff where there's usually a snowfield before August, but we're closer to the end of August, so no snowfield. And then we just go up the last little bit to the summit. So a bit less than 400 vertical meters left, and hopefully get there in an hour and a half or so, so that we're standing on the summit. We have 8 hours after, or yeah, 8 hours from leaving camp. This is a pretty cool marker. Not sure why they thought to do it that way, but pretty awesome. Take a look around to the side, I guess. There's another cairn. So I guess this is the right way. Kayla? About 300 meters left to the summit. Stupid cloud. It's not very big though. Okay, nice ledge. Taking this ledge about as far as it goes. So we're gonna start heading up this stuff now. And maybe angle a bit to the left. Not sure. Some big holes on the glacier. Well, I went to put my backpack on and my water bottle just flew out and down the cliff. So just lost 1.2 liters of water, leaving me with about a liter left. Not ideal. One right up there, and the summit is getting pretty close. Actually getting pretty close to the summit block. I'd go through a really bad section of scree, but we're back in some ledges. A lot of prairie. Whoa, these are some beautiful lakes. Wow, really beautiful lakes this way. Margaret Lake is a nice blue one. Don't know what that one in the Hanging Valley is. And then you can see Mokawanis Lake down there. Okay, the other summit clearly looks higher, so that's unfortunate. Views here are very good though, so we'll take some pictures. So many lakes. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't it. Okay, going back down to the notch so that we can get over to the actual summit. That's just extremely unfortunate, but at least the views were good. Okay, we're back at the notch now, and time to, I don't know, get over there somehow. Waiting for Kayla. Just went up that peak over there. Yes, this is it. Bit off the summit, you have better views of the lakes. I think the view of Margaret Lake gets worse though, unfortunately. But from this angle, we can actually see pretty much all of Glenn's Lake, which is pretty cool, I think. Okay, about to start the descent. Spent almost half an hour up here. Hopefully we can get down in 4 hours. I'm guessing it's going to be more like 5 or so.
Maybe 6, maybe 7 if we're unlucky.
Okay, so we're gonna try out an alternative route on descent. One that I kind of think we were supposed to take going up. And it's not gonna be that hard, I think, but it is possible we'll get mixed up when the ledges start. So we're gonna have to see, I guess. But we're basically gonna stick closer to the ridge proper to start off. Okay, no issues making it to the kind of brown bench pretty quickly. Okay, there are some cairns heading down here, so might try that out. Gonna wait for Kayla to get here first though. Okay, we're coming down now, so we're gonna just try to find the easy breaks, and if there aren't any easy breaks, walk along a wide ledge. Still have a decent ways to go down, but so far it's been pretty easy. Don't really need to use our hands. Just like a bunch of really big stairs. Poles coming in clutch. This angle is really bad. No good footholds. Kayla is somewhere up there, and on a decent ledge there's a cairn over there, so maybe that's a good thing. Pretty sure that I'm back at the main ledge now. Kayla's over there. I saw my water bottle, and I'm now on a rescue mission. The terrain here is a lot more difficult though. Well, not a lot more, but there was maybe one section I wasn't too happy about. Also, I have to figure out how to climb back up with one hand holding a water bottle. It is freaking busted. Alright, got the not so easy task of getting back up this. Okay. How can I not get this to clank all over the place? It's a good one.
I'm just sitting here. I'm like, how long do I wait?
Yeah, but I wasn't even nervous in the slightest.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, buddy. Got the water bottle. Felt a few raindrops. Not sure how. And it should be easy until we get to the coal. So, looking forward to that. And then we'll see how we do for Kayla coming down to the coal. Oh, dead something there. .220, and I'm back at the coal. Kayla's making her way over here. Should be here in 3 to 5 minutes. Gully is very loose. Way more loose than I remember it going up. Kayla is taking her sweet time. She's almost out of the gully. The algal reef is just down there, and that means we can get off this annoying super loose stuff. Big flat face here. Oh man. All right, getting close to being out of the gully. There is Kayla, almost at the steep part. There is Mount Merritt, pretty big. And we still have to go down so far. "3:30 p.m. We've been going almost 11 hours, about 10 hours, 45 minutes. And yeah, we're now into the cirque. Okay, we're at the really loose side hilling section. It's gonna be super difficult. We're on a trail and we're gonna try an alternative descent route because it is 4:20 p.m. and we just want to get off this mountain so that we can get out of here. At the hump, and so far this route's doing very good. There is Merritt, and I guess we're gonna go over this way and see what it looks like. And here comes Kayla. There is Mokawanis Lake down there. That's approximately where we stashed our stuff, and it is surprisingly still reflective. Margaret Lake now in view. Big waterfall. Gotta figure out how to get past these cliff bands. Okay, we're gonna try to descend a series of ledges and gullies to get into this major drainage. Mokawanis Lake and Pyramid Mountain are still stunning. Okay, I made it into the gully. Hopefully Kayla can do the same. Then we just gotta hope that this gully is like safe. We've been going 12 hours now, and we still have quite a ways down to get our stuff. Then quite a ways out. Kayla's up here somewhere. I think we're going to try to get to the other drainage. Although I am concerned that we will be cliffed out. I'm at the start of the bushwhacking waiting for Kayla. Got about 300 meters as the crow flies to get back to our stuff. I really just want to get it over with so that we can get water. Sun went behind the cloud. So nice. Tons of thimbleberry bushes here. Some cow parsnips too. They're not too many. They're pretty high. Made it to Mokawanis Lake. It's only been like 13 hours or something. Loon over there. There used to be two. We're at Mokawanis Lake. We're rehydrating and also fueling up because we have so far to go out.
There's the other one.
Now both the loons are there. On the move, just under 23 kilometers to go. We're projected to make it back to the car around 1 a.m. So that's nice. This was our water fill-up location in the morning. It is a very nice spot.
It is nice to swim there.
Oh, Mount Merritt. Big.
That's what we did.
Made it to the end. Well, the start of Glenn's Lake. Yeah. It's a pretty nice looking lake. Nice red rocks. Water flowing into Glenn's Lake. 6:43, August 23rd, 2024, year 5 of the COVID. And we just woke up after sleeping in the car. Made it down here at about 2:03.
Wasn't it 3?
3 something, I guess. Barely 3?
Barely 3.
Barely 3. 2:50, I think, actually.
Okay.
Since I started Glacier travel in 2021, I stopped planning large scrambling trips, and that is exactly what Merritt is. To climb Mount Merritt, it is approximately 60 kilometers and 1850 meters of elevation gain with extended sections of Class 2-3 scrambling. Scrambling usually means lighter packs and fast movement, while still traversing interesting terrain. Most of the scrambling I have been doing in the last couple of years has been with all my camping and mountaineering equipment, but this was not the case with Merritt, and I was pleased to remember how enjoyable a long day scrambling can be. It had also been a long time since I had done something big in Glacier National Park. Despite its name, Glacier National Park doesn't actually have many glaciers, and the ones that it does have aren't that big or accessible. Looking towards the Icefields Parkway, the mountains of Glacier National Park have often been overshadowed when I have planned trips in the last couple of years. I don't think I have seen Glacier National Park as somewhere really worthy of consideration for a long trip until we climbed Mount Merritt. Mount Merritt was exciting because there was nearly an 1,800-meter difference between the low and high points of the trip. This competes with many large mountains on the Icefields Parkway. Merritt is also located in one of the regions of the park that I have never been to before, with views to the west that are some of the best in the park. It was nice to be reminded how much Glacier National Park has to offer.